Bella Ramsey is an English actress who has been in the news lately due to the release of The Last of Us. She first gained prominence after her portrayal of fan-favorite Game of Thrones character Lyanna Mormont, and also contributes to animation, voicing the title character in the show Hilda and the Mountain King and in the upcoming Netflix film Chicken Run: Dawn of the Nugget. Let's take a look at 10 things you probably didn't know about Bella Ramsey. She started acting at 4 years old. Born in Nottingham, UK, on the 30th of September 2003, Bella Ramsey started acting at the age of 4 after joining a local stagecoach group with her sister. She initially was in a local theater group called The Idols, and she then joined Nottingham's television workshop. However, she admitted she never even thought of making acting a full-time career. She said, "I didn't go into the workshop wanting to have a career in acting. It wasn't something I was chasing. I'm very grateful it happened like it did. I didn't imagine this was ever possible. I didn't even consider it. It would have blown my little brain to smithereens." Her acting debut. She made her acting debut as Lyanna in Season 6 of HBO's Game of Thrones. Viewers immediately fell in love with her in the role, and she became a fan favorite up until her character was killed off during a battle scene in the show's last season. Her first main role. Her first main role came as Mildred Hubble in The Worst Witch on CBBC. The show was a huge hit with younger audiences and kept Ramsey as its main character for 3 seasons from 2017 to 2020, when she was replaced by Lydia Page after stepping down from the role. The role earned her 3 BAFTA nominations. In 2018, she was nominated both for Best Breakthrough Talent and Best Young Performer. While she didn't win that year, she bagged herself the award in 2019 in the Best Young Performer category. She attended an online school. Ramsey went to King's Inter High's online school because she didn't enjoy mainstream secondary school and wasn't happy, and also because of her acting career, as she admitted on the institution's website in 2021. She said, "I think it allows people to be who they truly are, and it leaves room for people to do the non-academic things they love." She is gender fluid. In an interview with the New York Times, Ramsey revealed she is gender fluid. She said, "I guess my gender has always been very fluid. Someone would call me she or her and I wouldn't think about it. But I knew that if someone called me he, it was a bit exciting." The star said she ticks non-binary if it is an option on a form, before adding, "I'm very much just a person. Being gendered isn't something that I particularly like, but in terms of pronouns, I really couldn't care less." She almost lost out on The Last of Us role to Game of Thrones co-star. Ramsey almost lost out on her major new drama role in The Last of Us to a fellow Game of Thrones star. The Last of Us tells the tale of 14-year-old Ellie, who is rescued from the end of the world by fellow survivor Joel, with the pair traveling across the U.S. to safety. Before hitting screens, producers had looked to adapt the much-loved The Last of Us video game into a film rather than a TV show, with Ramsey nowhere on casting agents' radar at that point. However, someone close to the star could have bagged the role in her place. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Naughty Dog president Neil Druckmann revealed Maisie Williams, who played Arya Stark in Game of Thrones, was the first choice. They wanted the lead to appear both tough, vulnerable, and wise beyond their years. He also believed the young star would need to have a darker side too, something Williams had shown on screen as Arya, but by the time the project turned to TV, she was deemed too old for the role. The process started again with Ramsey, who had also starred in CBBC's The Worst Witch, put forward for the role. Within a month of her audition, she was cast. Some fans of The Last of Us series had been critical of Ramsey's casting, but the Leicestershire star says she felt a connection to Ellie and had ignored the dissenters. She told The Hollywood Reporter, "I've seen everything. I'm aware of all of it. It was my first experience, really, with a lot of negative reactions." She was encouraged not to play the game ahead of filming. She has revealed that the show's producers requested that she not play the game before filming began. In the spirit of Ellie herself, though, Ramsey didn't play entirely by the rules. She told USA Today that she skirted the line by watching some of the game on YouTube. "I was actually encouraged not to. After my first audition, they asked me, 'Have you played it?' And I said, 'Nope,' and they said, 'Keep it that way.' I did watch some of the gameplay on YouTube just to get a sense of it." She perfected her The Last of Us American accent by swearing. British actress Bella Ramsey has an impeccable American accent in her latest HBO series. She used curse words to master an American accent. During an appearance on The Late Late Show with James Corden, she said, "I had a dialect coach, which was helpful. The first phrase I mastered was olive oil. It's really hard, like olive oil. She joked that her most helpful accent prep was a laundry list of swear words. Yeah, because the character that I play in this show, The Last of Us, Ellie, curses every 2 seconds. So that was definitely important. There are so many. She struggled mentally due to her anorexia nervosa diagnosis. In October 2018, Bella Ramsey tweeted that doctors had diagnosed her with anorexia nervosa in 2017, but had struggled with the disease since 2016. She wrote that doctors couldn't identify the event that sparked the eating disorder. There isn't always an answer, but let me tell you this, there's always a way out. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, no matter how dim it might seem. I am fortunate to have reached that light. At moments it felt non-existent. But it was always there. She said that she overcame anorexia nervosa through her religious faith and support from her family. Her experience inspired her to become a mental health advocate. In December 2019, she announced that she'd become an ambassador for Young Minds, a mental health charity for young people. She is setting her sights on directing as well. Ambitious Bella Ramsey has previously said she would like to direct a film she has written. Speaking to the AV Club, she said, "I've written a film that I'm hoping to make and direct this year if it all goes to plan. I've always been watching what other people do at their jobs, especially the directors, and sort of picking out things that I want to do if I was directing, or things that I would do differently. And so, yeah, I feel like I'm in a place where I would love to have the opportunity to be behind the camera as well." However, she will have to hold off for now on her directing career as The Last of Us is set to film season 2 later this year.